How is everybody doing this afternoon? Good. Okay, one more time. How's everybody doing this afternoon? There we go. Let's liven it up a little bit. I know it's the afternoon. Everybody's back from lunch, probably wanting a nap for some reason. I know I do. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Ben Smock. I am the Director of Development for an organization called Canopy. For those of you who are relatively unfamiliar or totally unfamiliar with Canopy, we are a nonprofit organization. We represent the entire state of Kentucky, and our mission is to grow Kentucky businesses to positively impact people, our planet, and our future. Our vision is to make Kentucky first in good business. And I'll go through what all of that entails. But really, oh, that's me. There we go. Okay. Oh, and I've got to point it to the audience. Here we go. Perfect. Maybe. There it is. Okay. So we represent the entire state of Kentucky and focused on good business. Now, what does that mean? Good business. I mean, it's a holistic definition that is talking about a holistic definition of success in business. It is not just about making a profit, but hear me when I say profit is important and in no way a dirty word. We're talking about a more holistic definition of success in business, profit and purpose. How are you contributing to the betterment of your employees, of your community, and your environment while you go about making money? So our work at Canopy is segmented into 3 pillars that you see behind me. So education is the first. Education is, we call it the Canopy Traveling Roadshow. We travel the state, we participate in events like this, we teach college classes, we are involved with Governor's School for Entrepreneurship. Basically, any opportunity, any group of people that will listen to us, we want to articulate the value proposition and the real opportunity that exists if Kentucky can really harness this good business movement and become a national leader in this space. So educationally, we have been in front of about 25,000 people since our inception about 4 years ago, and the reception is overwhelming. People are so excited that Kentucky is an epicenter for the purpose-driven business movement space. We are seeing such amazing traction, and to think, and I'm a lifelong Kentuckian, so I can say this lovingly, to think that something like this, it isn't happening on the West Coast. It's not happening in the Northeast or in Austin, Texas. It's happening in Kentucky. And we are really excited to be here today to talk with everybody because it's so important for us that this movement is taking hold throughout the state. And especially at today's SOAR Summit, we're so excited to connect with everybody in the audience. The second pillar of our work is certification. So business owners, entrepreneurs in the audience, this is specifically for you. The Canopy certification is an online certification program that guides business owners and entrepreneurs to deliver social and environmental impact and embed those solutions into the daily business operations. So basically, how can we help businesses enhance the good that they're doing for their employees, for the community that surrounds them, and for the environment, and to help them do it in a way that helps their business thrive. So the certification is all online. It looks at leadership within the business. It looks at people and culture within the business. It looks at organizational governance and community impact. And we have a framework, or a playbook, if you will, that guides businesses along this path. What are the most persistent social and environmental challenges that your communities face, and how can you start to think about concrete incremental steps towards making continuous improvement over time? That's what we do. We make this really accessible. We make it easy for businesses across the state to deliver on a purpose and to benefit in traditional ways because they're doing so. The best example that I can give of how a certified business is generating impact and profit is the story of Facilities Management Services in Louisville, Kentucky. Facilities Management Services is a janitorial service company that's based in Louisville, and over the last 20 years, They have grown from a business that had about 30 employees, 15 clients, and $850,000 in long-term debt to a company with 750 employees, contracts throughout the state, operating capital in excess of $25 million. And there's a lot of reasons for this success. One of the biggest aspects of success has been the purpose that they operate with. Now, FMS is what we'll call the company, that's their name in short. They have an employee base, predominantly janitorial service workers, many of which are from socioeconomically distressed areas in West and South Louisville. And the company decided to, one, ask employees, like, how can I help you? How can we be a good employer to you beyond a safe place to work and a good paycheck? And the resounding answer was financial and physical health. If you can help us with these things, we will be so happy to work for you. And that's what the company decided to do. They started to implement programs that were related to financial and physical health. It started with things like free tax prep services, financial literacy classes, a fresh stop market for families so that any employee could have access to fresh fruits and vegetables every 2 weeks for a family of 4, and the company subsidized it. Now these programs get really sophisticated because they have things such as Working Your Way Home and Working Your Way to Wheels, which are matching gift programs that get janitorial service workers into car ownership and home ownership for the first time. The company helps them do this. And the real magic of it all is that in doing these programs, in creating these programs and offering them to their employee base, they are, of course, seeing the environmental and social impact. They are seeing how many people they're helping on a daily basis, and it is in the hundreds. And it translates to the bottom line. Their retention rate goes through the roof. The industry average is about 250% annual turnover. In this company, it's about 60 or 70. They save a ton of money every year because they're keeping employees. These employees are referring friends to come work for them. Further, businesses want to work with like-minded, values-aligned companies. They win bids with potential clients because when they're sitting at the table, somebody says, I would rather work with you than a company who doesn't do these amazing things to support people. So our job at Canopy is to distill that type of information to make it really accessible for businesses all across the state and to make it easy to replicate. The last piece of our work is to connect. We fully understand the importance of connective tissue amongst all the different stakeholders in the good business space. Job seekers, businesses, entrepreneurs, funders, nonprofit organizations, elected officials, and government. Our job is to serve as that connective tissue so that all different players in this game understand how we can work together to help solve social and environmental challenges through the power of business and to help businesses thrive financially and in terms of employee retention because they're doing these things. So connectivity is so important for our work. It's one of the main reasons that we're here today. And I want to leave you with a couple questions here that are rhetorical, but really things that I think about on a daily basis. What if Kentucky is truly known as the national leader in purpose-driven business? We officially beat the West Coast. We are a national leader. We are attracting business and entrepreneurs and funding and job seekers and college students to the state of Kentucky because they want to be a part of this movement. Imagine what's possible when that happens. What happens when we empower the business sector to be successful because they are working alongside nonprofit organizations and government to help solve our toughest social and environmental challenges? Making money, doing good. This is not a trade-off. These reinforce one another. So how amazing will it be when Kentucky is a leader in this space and when everybody is benefiting with quality jobs, with access to services, with support from nonprofit organizations, and really just creating this thriving network in Kentucky. I'm proud to say that Canopy currently has 30 Canopy certified companies. It represents 2,000 employees across the state. It represents about $1 billion in annual revenue, and we're looking for more. So, any businesses that are interested in the state, we'd love to connect with you, and we would love to share with you our mission and have you be part of our mission of growing Kentucky businesses to positively impact people, planet, and future, and ultimately making Kentucky first in good business. Thank you so much.